The myth of hard work and small business success. Why blind luck and systemic inequality define America. The American dream has long been a cornerstone of national identity, promising that anyone can succeed through hard work, determination, and talent. Yet, the reality is far more complex and far less fair. For many, success in America has less to do with effort and ability, and more to do with luck, privilege, and systemic advantages. This report dismantles the myths surrounding hard work and entrepreneurship, demonstrating that these ideals often serve as distractions from the structural barriers and randomness that govern who rises and who falls. 1. The myth of hard work. The belief that hard work guarantees success is one of the most pervasive and misleading narratives in American culture. While effort is essential, it is rarely sufficient on its own. Systemic inequality, economic disparities. Wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few. The top 10% of households control nearly 70% of the nation's wealth, according to the Federal Reserve, perpetuating cycles of privilege. Discrimination. Marginalized communities face systemic barriers, including wage gaps, hiring discrimination, and unequal access to education, all of which diminish their ability to translate hard work into success. The role of exploitation. Millions of Americans work tirelessly in low-paying jobs with no realistic path to upward mobility. Essential workers, for example, labor long hours in physically demanding roles, but often struggle to make ends meet. 2. Luck as a determining factor. Hard work cannot account for the randomness that often dictates success. Blind luck frequently determines who gets ahead and who gets left behind. Birth circumstances. Being born into wealth provides access to better education, health care, and professional networks, creating a significant advantage from the start. Geography also matters. Those born in urban centers with robust economies have far greater opportunities than those in economically stagnant rural areas. Right place, right time. Many success stories hinge on chance encounters or fortunate timing. For instance, Jennifer Lawrence was discovered while on vacation. Harrison Ford landed Star Wars after being hired as a carpenter for George Lucas. 3. The gamble of small business ownership. Entrepreneurship is often touted as a pathway to financial independence and a cornerstone of the American dream. However, for most small business owners, it is a high-risk endeavor with a low probability of success. Sobering statistics. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 20% of small businesses fail within their first year, 50% fail within 5 years, 70% fail within 10 years. Why small businesses fail? Lack of capital. Entrepreneurs often rely on personal savings or high-interest loans, making them vulnerable to financial strain. Economic forces. Market saturation, recessions, and supply chain disruptions disproportionately affect small businesses with limited resources. Burnout. Small business owners frequently work long hours with little financial reward, leading to mental and physical exhaustion. Who bears the risk? Poor entrepreneurs often face devastating consequences when businesses fail. Many use personal assets, such as homes and savings, as collateral, leaving them financially ruined if the venture doesn't succeed. 4. Privilege and success. The narrative of meritocracy obscures the significant advantages enjoyed by those with wealth or connections. Advantages of privileged access to capital. Wealthier entrepreneurs can self-fund or secure low-interest loans, while poor entrepreneurs often rely on predatory lenders. Safety nets. Wealthier individuals can absorb financial losses and try again, whereas poorer individuals may face homelessness or bankruptcy. Networks and connections. Access to influential mentors, investors, and clients often determines who gets opportunities and who doesn't. Survivorship bias. Stories of self-made billionaires often ignore the privileges that enabled their success. For example, Jeff Bezos had a $300,000 investment from family to start Amazon. Elon Musk benefited from family wealth generated by a lucrative emerald mine. 5. The toll on hardworking Americans. Despite the myths, countless Americans work tirelessly without achieving the promised rewards of success. Low-wage workers, many Americans work multiple jobs or long hours in essential roles, but remain stuck in poverty due to stagnant wages and exploitative practices. Most small business owners earn less than they would in traditional employment, and failure often leaves them worse off financially than before. 6. Who benefits from these myths? The glorification of hard work and entrepreneurship serves powerful interests by shifting focus away from systemic inequality. Corporate interests, large corporations benefit when individuals take on the risks of entrepreneurship, such as franchisees and independent contractors, while corporations reap the rewards. Political rhetoric politicians use success stories to justify policies like tax cuts or deregulation, even though these often benefit large corporations more than small businesses or workers. 7. Structural reforms to level the playing field to make hard work and entrepreneurship viable paths to success for all. Systemic changes are needed. Access to capital. Expand affordable loans and grants for low-income entrepreneurs. Universal health care. Decouple health insurance from employment, reducing financial risks for entrepreneurs and workers alike. Living wages. Ensure that all workers, regardless of industry, are paid enough to support themselves and their families. Free business education. Provide accessible training programs to teach essential skills like financial management and marketing. Tax reforms. Implement progressive taxation to reduce wealth inequality and fund programs that benefit the broader population. 8. Conclusion. The American dream as a mirage, the myth that hard work and entrepreneurship guarantee success, is a dangerous illusion. While effort and talent are important, they are often overshadowed by luck, privilege, and systemic barriers. For most Americans, the road to success is less about merit and more about being in the right place at the right time, or being born into the right circumstances. If America is to live up to its ideals, it must acknowledge and address these inequities. Until then, the promise of the American dream will remain out of reach for most, a beacon of hope for some, but a cruel gamble for many. Hard work should matter, but success shouldn't depend on blind luck.